Hello there, my name is Andrew Adi. I'm a postgrad student with the Institute for Water Research. I'd love to bring your attention to one of man's greatest inventions known as plastics. Now, my MSc research examined if macroinvertebrates would choose plastic substrate as suitable habitats compared to their natural habitat in the river systems. Now, this I did by conducting a field experiment where I deployed plastics of different gradients and natural substrate in the river systems. The result of my experiment shows that these macroinvertebrates, which are important in the river system, actually colonize both the plastics and the natural substrate. And the communities of these organisms were even similar. That is to say, that these organisms, the macroinvertebrate, or commonly known as bugs, didn't even prefer either of our plastics or the natural substrate. Now, the implication of this result in the long run is that these plastics are able to take over the natural habitat in the river system. And these plastics, as we know, will tend to break down over a long period of time. Now, because these organisms tend to feed on organisms that grow on their habitat, such as the macroorganisms, they might also scrape on these organisms that are on the plastic substrate. And by so doing, will break down these plastics and also help in increasing the concentration of microplastics in the systems. And not just the concentration of microplastics in the system, but they will also end up taking up these plastics as part of their food. Now, when these organisms take these plastics as part of their food, it has a health implication for us humans, because these organisms are a source of food for fish, which we consume. These organisms will be fed up by fish in the systems, and then we end up buying this fish. And when we consume this fish, which have already eaten plastics from those organisms, we also accumulate plastics in our systems. And again, because these plastics can become new habitat, they will end up disturbing the river system. And for us to be able to restore these systems, this is where my research will come into play, because with my research now as a postgrad student, I know that I am able to feed policymakers with the result of the impact of these plastics in the long run. And when doing so, I know that I'm contributing to the society, and by so doing, there will be more strict laws with regards to how we make use of plastics and the end life of plastics in the system. Henceforth, we'll be able to come up with more ways to restore our river system to their natural state, and also to restore the habitat for these organisms which are important in the system. Thank you so much.